Everybody welcome and stand up and sing along. Okay, here we go.
I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Good morning. A soft good morning. I know it feels like it's really 9 o'clock. We're not used to that. I'm right there with you. How are y'all doing, though? You're here. That was not convincing. You're here. That's much better. Much better. Thank you. Well, I want to welcome you all to our beautiful center. Those of you who are here online, thank you for joining us. You lucky people who can still continue to relax and have your coffee, and we are here dressed up and ready to do our thing. No, I'm just kidding. If you're watching us online, we do want to ask you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit like, because that gets our message and our center out there more. So thank you for joining us. So who is here for the first time? Anybody? Please stand up so we can say hello to you and recognize you and acknowledge you. Good morning. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. Everybody's welcome here. We are a place that is so about inclusivity and love and connection. We just honor everybody, so we welcome you for joining us here. After service, we have gifts for you, and if you have any questions, if you go outside into the foyer area, there is someone out there with books. We have a beautiful book written by our beloved Christine Cummings, and I believe it's the book that Lissa that has the photographs for. Is that correct, that book? Yeah, so it's a special, beautiful book. That's our gift to you, and we also have an opportunity for you to sign up for our e-blast, because we have a lot going on here, don't we? We are very busy, and we want you to be a part of our spiritual family. Before we go on to that, let's talk about what we teach here, because our mission statement says it all, so let's say it together. Here we go. We are a dynamic, open, and positive faith community that accepts all religions. Our mission is to awaken you to your divine nature, empowering you to create the life of your dreams. We are changing lives one heart at a time. Thank you. So speaking of busy, here's what we have going on this week. Okay, Farah, if you wouldn't mind standing up. Farah is starting a monthly grief group for people who have lost beloved pets. So it'll be Monday, 4 to 5 p.m. It will always be the second Monday of the month, and they start tomorrow in Costa Hall. So if you're grieving over a pet, please join this group. I know they're gonna bring a lot of love and compassion to each other. And next, Reverend William is back. He's not here because he's running the back of the slides. So there he is. Say hello. He'll be giving you your message later. Oh boy, as he says, buckle up, buttercup, but I'll just leave it there. So his class is back. It's a drop-in class. Every class is a standalone. He's going over the foundations of science of mind. So he'll be back tomorrow, 6 to 8:30 p.m. right here in the sanctuary. And next we have, book study is back with Reverend David. He is starting a new book. I know a lot of people are excited. It's called Journey of Souls by Michael Newton, and it's about what happens in between when we leave this life before we've gone anywhere else. So it's really fascinating. This guy who wrote the book is I think he's a psychologist. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I think he's a psychologist and hypnotherapist, and he discovered that there is something that happens with us that was kind of a common ground with all these different people who were sharing their lives in between lives. So it's fascinating, and Reverend David always brings forth a great discussion. So that's Tuesday, 11:30 a.m. over in the Ohm Room. March 11th, we're having our Rainbow Connection meeting this Wednesday, 6 p.m. Join us if you're interested in being a part of what they're creating, because they got some great stuff coming up. And Sound Bath is this Friday with Reverend David and myself, 6 p.m. right here in the sanctuary. And before I forget, after service, if anybody would like to help us move the chairs, please help us, because it's a really lot of chairs to move to the side, so we would love that. And I think that's it. No, the men's group. This is our men's group, by the way. They sent me a photo. They did a photo shoot on purpose so you could see how much fun they have together, because they're a strong, really wonderfully strong group that brings something to the male community that us female cannot. I am sorry, I know. But it's a really great bonding experience this Saturday, 12:30 p.m. over in Costa Hall. And one more thing. We're having our congregational meeting next Sunday. It'll be right after service, and you have to have been a member in 2025 to be able to attend. We'll be talking about what we went through in 2025 and what lies ahead, so please join us after service next Sunday. And that is it. So ladies, have at it.
There's too many of you crying. Brother, 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 there's far too many of you dying. You know you've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Oh, Father, Father, we don't need to escalate. You see, war is not the answer, but only love can conquer hate. You know you've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Picket line, sister. Picket sign, sister. Don't punish me with brutality, sister. to me so you can see what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Everybody thinks we're wrong. Oh, but who are they to judge us simply 'cause our hair is long? You know you've got to find a way to bring some understanding here today. Picket lines and picket signs. Don't punish me with brutality. Come talk to me so you can see what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Skibbity, skibbity, what's going on? 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 What's going on?
Oh, there I am. Oh. Ooh, that was so wonderful. Let's give it up again for beautiful Alicia and Lizzie and our whole band. So good to see all of you. I love connecting with all of you on Sunday mornings. It's so beautiful just to stand together heart to heart and soul to soul and just breathe. Just breathe and be present to what's inside of us. So for those of you that are new, this is the part of our service where we go into a little inspirational, soft music and meditation and a beautiful prayer just to center ourselves in what's going on inside. Because we know what's going on outside. We got plenty of that. But now we get to turn within and see what's going on in here. And what I like to do is I like to ask my heart, what's going on, heart? How you feeling today? Because I know the heart always speaks back to me. It doesn't talk back, it speaks softly when I ask what's going on. Because I know the heart is all about love and tenderness. It's about compassion and understanding. And not just for those outside of us, but for us within. For us to be loving and compassionate and kind to ourselves. And so I invite you all just to take this beautiful time that we have together and just relax. Just quiet your mind and go to the stillness within and find that place within where you know love lives. Because there's a reservoir of unlimited love within all of us. And when we can find that, oh boy, we're in the joy. We're in the joy no matter what's going on. So let's take a nice breath of air in. And as we exhale, if you want to close your eyes now and just relax, your chair is holding you up. You're in a very safe space. Let's just open up to the love within.
Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Join in when you feel comfortable. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to this present moment here, to a new beginning here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now.
Please join in.
Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. One more time. Get ready, my soul.
I am grateful we are gathered in this sacred place together as a community, recognizing spirit is the creative energy, energetic frequency that is the origin of all things. It is living light, love, joy, healing harmony, and a peace that goes beyond all understanding. It lives in, as, and through us as it fully experiences life as us. We are fractals of its living energetic frequency, harmonizing together in a great symphony. I am grateful the center is the point of peace in the storm of life, bringing healing to the sorrows that arise. I am grateful for the leadership past and present, showing the way forward by example that we may flourish in our daily lives. I'm grateful for our desire for connection so that we may grow together on this path of expanding our awareness and to lift the frequency of human collective. I'm grateful love abides fully in all of us, rippling out in our daily lives, touching everyone we meet, changing and healing the sorrows of the world. I know it is done in love, beauty, and grace as I release my word as law. And together we say, and so it is. Amen.
In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. I awake to this holy silence, and I hear all that has ever been said. And right here in this holy silence, I find God. silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. I awake to this holy silence, and I hear all that has ever been said, and right here in this holy just a little while. Open your eyes and look at the day. You'll see things in a different way. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It'll be better than before. Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. Why not think about the times to come and not about the things that you've done? If your life was bad to you, just think what tomorrow will do. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It'll be better than before. Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. All I want is to see you smile. If it takes just a little while. I know you don't believe that it's true. I never meant any harm to you. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It'll be better than before. Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It'll be better than before. Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. Ooh, don't look back. Don't you look back. Don't you look back. Don't you look back.
Oh, man. I just love this place. Well, good morning, everybody. I had an adventure. But before we start that adventure, let's do that, and then let's do that. When I first became a practitioner, I seem a little bit hot, Barry. I'm sure you know that. But when I first became a practitioner, and the first time I got up on stage right here to do a prayer, I flubbed it up. Right in the middle of it, I forgot what I was doing, where I was. And the next thing that came out of my mouth was, I started laughing, and I go, "Buckle up, Buttercup, here we go." So now that's kind of been my tagline this whole time. And one of our congregants, a good friend of mine, happened just before I left to go on my trip. He got me this Pendleton with that on the back of it. So that's a lot of fun. I just like that. So my talk is living the adventure of spirit. And that's what we're doing every single day. But how are you living that spiritual life of adventure? Are we sitting on our duffs all day, just watching the news, seeing what's happening elsewhere? Or are we going out and creating our life, showing God that great time? I know this past week I did, and a lot of unexpected things happened, but that's the fun part about living spiritually, is it's not the sitting at home with our beads on and, sitting cross-legged. It's going out there and doing stuff, but with our minds open and our eyes open. Life is a mirror, and it reflects our thinking. So for us to change our lives, we need to change our minds, our thought patterns, right? That's what we almost talk about every single week. But how hard is that? I know for me, sometimes it is, but other times it's buckle up, buttercup. When we can live our life in that type of mindset, that we're not worried about what other people are thinking about us, we're free to do whatever it is that excites us. And let's face it, if there's something that excites you, that interests you, since we are the action of spirit, don't you think that you are spiritually driven for that? And when we think about other people's thoughts, we're disconnecting ourselves from that spiritual energy or that healing. Creative mind. Our thoughts become the blueprint of experience. All these photos are photos that were taken while my trip. So you're also going on a visual trip as well as a spiritual trip. But I went with a bunch of friends, people I haven't even met in my life. There was a few people that I knew, but we all met up in Moab to go do all these off-roading trails and stuff like that. But I tell you what, we are like family. We are like this now after 8 days. It is just truly amazing when people get together and just have a good time, the bonds that are created. And again, that's part of what spirituality is, living life exuberantly, saying hello to a stranger. Somebody might have a car that you have a car of the same style. Go and say hello to them. Find out about what interests them. When you become interested in someone else, they become interested in you. I love the fact of not sitting and waiting for someone to come to me. Just like it says, give and you shall receive. Why not give of ourselves? It doesn't mean money. It doesn't mean material things. Giving of our energy, giving of our time to someone else. When you do that, you are getting filled back 10 times full because you are now receiving. The universe did not create spectators. That's for sure. This photo right here is called Top of the World. And you see, you don't even see the bottom. That's the canyon on the other side. And look at how close I am. I tell you what, I was so flippin' scared. But I'm the type of person where they're saying a little bit closer, and they do this sort of thing. When you're backing up, they tell you, they're kind of visually showing you how far you got to go. Well, they go, okay, you're good. No, I had to go one more inch. But that's how I am. I'm living my life on the edge. Sometimes a little bit too close. But that's the excitement. I'm telling you what, as soon as I got off of that, and I actually had cell service there, I called Elizabeth, and I was just like all over the place. And we had 13 Jeeps pulling up to this spot to be able to take photos. And some of them were standing in front of their Jeep, hanging out and getting photos. It was amazing. I mean, the beauty that we have here in this country is like no other. And I've had the opportunity to do some traveling. And one of the last places that I went was Croatia, which is a beautiful country. A beautiful country. But when I was on the plane ride back home, I said, I need to see my country. We have the most diverse, not only as far as ethnicity goes, but as far as topography goes. We have everything here, so why not spend time in our own backyard when it looks like this? So let's not be a spectator of life. Let's show God a good time. Curiosity invites possibility. Be curious about life. It's one thing to be curious in a magazine or Better Homes and Garden, but when you actually live that curious life, go left when you normally would have made that right. You see something on the side of the road or in a restaurant or something like that, don't go, oh, that's new, that looks interesting, and keep on going. Stop. A lot of times, those are little nuggets of spiritual nudging you to experience itself. And yet here we are just doing the same old, same old. I love coming to Sunday service because it may be the same place, the same building, but every single week it's something different. There's a new message every week. It's not repetitive. It's a place where we can get spiritually fed. Just like at a gas station. When I was doing my ministerial thesis, I started doing the talk. And I realized that all these different faiths and religions that we have here, if you bring it to an analogy, it's like the various gas stations. Some people like Mobil, other people like Shell, other people like Costco. It's all the same gas, it's just a different location that you prefer to go to for whatever reason. But that's what spirituality is about. And that's why I love this place, is because we aren't a one kind of philosophy. We accept all religions, all faiths, because they all have something important to say. We're just here to bring it all together to make it fun and exciting and to basically push you into your life. Faith is movement towards the good. These canyons that I was going through was just spectacular. And I've never been to the Grand Canyon, but I'm going there next, I'm telling you that. But this whole trip, I see everything spiritually now, and that's why I'm here talking the way I am and act the way that I do, because I want you to basically receive what I have to give, which is go have a good time. Live that exciting life. Move your feet and move it with spirituality in mind, and see the diversity and the beauty and the beautiful hints that the universe has waiting around the corner. Be it just a flower in a crack of a sidewalk. When you can stop your day, you may have 1,000 things going through your mind, and you can stop and appreciate this beautiful tiny flower. Come back next Sunday and tell me your day didn't change just because you took that 2 minutes or that 1 minute just to appreciate the beauty of that one single flower that you would have otherwise just walked right on by and never noticed. Growth. Experience expands consciousness and allows more connections. As we move, as we live our life, and let's face it, we're not 20. Well, we're 20 on our 50th anniversary, our 40th anniversary, our 30th anniversary. But as we have the experiences that we do, it allows more connections, more insights, more stories and ideas to share with those around us. Like our potlucks on the first Sunday. That's why we have our potlucks. I mean, yes, it's great to have some good food, but isn't it wonderful to sit out in that garden and talk with people about just random stuff? And when we walk out of here, when we're finished eating, we throw away our trash. We pick up after ourselves, but we leave here with excitement, with joy, with fulfillment. Not only spiritually, mentally, but socially. Being able to say hello to someone and be of interest in their lives. That's the biggest thing here, is being interested in someone else's life. Because guess what? As you're interested in someone else's life and are asking the questions and engaged, 100%, not 99%, 100% of the time, that person is interested in you. And that's how friendships are made. By me walking out of my own house and saying hello to somebody that I've never met before. Life grows through courageous participation. There we go. Get out of our house. Go out on the skinny branch. Go out on the ledge like that. And just feel alive. Get out of our everyday routine and say hello to someone. Live that life. And I bet you will create friendships. I know over the past 8 days, I've created friendships like no other. In fact, I've actually had to put my friendships, my new friendships, to the test. Because I tell you what, this was one very eventful week. Joy shows spirit is flowing. As you travel on your road, your life road, pay attention to what's happening around you. Again, be engaged. Far too often I know that I find myself on autopilot to where sometimes all of a sudden I'm getting out of my car and I'm like, how did I get home? Has that ever happened to you? I know it happens to me, but that makes me pay attention so that the next time I'm in my car, I don't just go on autopilot. I pay attention to what's around me, to maybe a new store or whatever, but I'm awake. I am engaged. That's it. I'm engaged. Be engaged in your life. That's the beautiful thing that we teach here week in and week out, is be engaged, because whether you like it or not, whether you're in the ditch, see if I can do this backwards, yes, or not, you are the action of spirit. Whew. On the edge. See right there? This is what I'm talking about. That little fun part right there, and I just happened to step right on the edge, almost lost my balance. Tell me that isn't spirit in action through me when my talk is about that. Being on the edge. Tell me you aren't awake when you are on the edge of something. Whether it's, thank you. Whether it's becoming an artist that you may have always wanted to be your whole life, and now you finally start. Be out on the edge. It doesn't have to be off-roading. It could be as simple as writing your book, or maybe doing, my mom used to do that cross stitch. Yeah, cross stitch or cross knitting or something like that. And she created some cool stuff. I mean, I always wanted to do that. And there you go. I always wanted to do that. Why not do it? That's a great one. Whenever you say, I always wanted to do that, gosh darn it, go do it. Don't say, I should. No, say, I am. I'm going to do that. That's how we need to live. That's how Spirit flows through us. And by going out and doing those excitements, that's where people you otherwise would have never have met. I would have never met any of these people if I didn't say yes to go on this trip. Say yes to go to a new place, to do a new activity, to create new friendships. You know, day in and day out, we see people, I wish I had friends. Well, when's the last time you've been out of your house other than to go to the grocery store and right back? When's the last time you turned off the TV and go on a hike? And today, your hike may only be to the end of your block and back. But as we practice, as we become more active, guess what? Our body becomes more resilient, they become stronger, so that tomorrow maybe you might go a block and a half. And before you know it, in 6 months, you're out walking in nature. Just live life. Joy shows spirit is flowing. Live that joyous life. Get out of our homes and be joyful for what's around you. It doesn't have to be over the cliff exciting. It could be just going to a book study like Reverend David's doing. But it's an opportunity to meet new people that otherwise you may not have known. And that's where the beauty begins, is creating connection with one another. Because we, just like the synapses in our brains, each of us are a synapsis of spirit. That's a good one. Put that in my book. As we connect with one another, our lives become stronger. Our community becomes stronger. And maybe that's how real change happens. Not wishing and hoping for something different to happen, but I do it while I'm sitting in my house. Create the synapsis of community. Be that energy. Start that energy. Boldness invites possibilities. Be bold. You've got this. And better yet, you've always had it. We've always had it. We just have to trust ourselves because we're divinely guided for our highest and best good. What we think about, we bring about. These are just sayings that we would put on a magnet on our fridge. Let's take them off our fridge and put them in our heart and do something with them. Instead of just, oh, that's a nice saying as I get my milk for my coffee. What we think becomes our lives. If we're not happy with our lives, that's another way of saying change your thought, change your life. What we think becomes our lives. What are we thinking today? Change. If you don't like it, if you are bored, guess what else is bored? It, spirit, the universe, God is bored if we are bored. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be boring for God or with God. How about that? Or better yet, as God. Be exciting as God. Live that life. Do the dream. Not dream the dream, do the dream. Meet life with wonder. As you go up mountains and down into valleys, enjoy every possible moment. Be conscious of your life at every stage. When we can do that and be engaged in our lives, it becomes wondrous. It may not be jumping out of a plane, but guess what? It doesn't have to be that exciting. It could be just going to the park. And for those of us who are dog lovers, go to the park and watch the dog runs or, the dog park. And just watch all the dogs run and have fun. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. And we just might be getting a dog soon, I think. At least that's what Elizabeth is telling me. Daily practice shapes experience. Sometimes we've been so sedentary that it's sedentary. Thank you. Well, it's a new word, sedentile. Kind of like infantile. But our body gets used to how we act. So if it hurts to move, don't stop moving. That's your body saying, I need the exercise. Now, don't exercise or move to where it's really painful, but just go to that edge of the cliff. Okay, it's a little bit discomfort, and take one more step or that one more inch. And then you come back from the edge. And then the next time you move, Go a little bit farther. Oh, it hurts a little bit? Okay, one more step. Push yourself one more time. Show God that wondrous time that you are capable of. Gratitude aligns us with the good. This is nothing. This was easy. There's some photos I thought I had, but they're on video, and I haven't had a chance to transcribe them over to photographs. But this is the type of stuff that we're doing, and it was amazing. I mean, to stay on a regular highway and stay on the 10 freeway and go from California to it ends in Georgia someplace, or I don't know where it ends, but to see America from the freeway and go, oh, isn't this beautiful? Doesn't hold a candle to being someplace like this where hardly anybody has been. I'm seeing things that very few people get a chance to see. I want to create that excitement of living life. Go out and see something new. Get off the pavement and get out into the nature. Whether it's that full bloom that's going to be happening here soon when we normally get it, because I think we did get some rain. And just go out and just not only live life, smell life, feel life, and more importantly, be life with the capital L, meaning God. Spirit expresses uniquely through each person. There's a few of my friends. This one here, I got to show you this. This one right here, the green, this lady right here is probably about 70 years old. And her Jeep is taller than mine, and she gets into the darn thing without a step. But that's what I'm showing you. Don't let age be our cage. The only cage is our mind. When we say, oh, I can't do that because I'm 50. And then 10 years go by, oh, I can't do that because I'm 60. And then 70, then 80, then 90. The only reason why our bodies really can't move as we get older is because we start telling ourselves, I can't do what I used to do. No, the difference is, and this is my opinion, is when we were younger, we were more athletic, had more energy to go do things, had that more curious mindset. And now we're like, oh, I just got off of work. I'm too tired. I'm too this. I'm too that. And because our mind creates our reality, the body falls in line, doesn't it? And that's the reason why we're not able to do things as we once did, because our mind had a thought that says, I can't do something. And what does God say, everyone? Yes. Exactly. God always says yes. And so, manifestation. I now have a body that doesn't work as well as it did once. But it can always, whatever excites you. Could you be even more bold? Live that life. Go out, say yes to life. Go out and be the expression of Spirit. Show Spirit a good time. Shift happens. So I go on this great trip, and what I'm about to tell you, some people might think, oh, that's horrible that happened. But because of this philosophy, I was divinely guided. So we're going on, this is our last trip. So we came down from Moab, and we came down to Hurricane, as they say, and there's like these waterfalls, features, and we were getting ready to go on them. And as we were going, and we went through the mountains, and there was snow and stuff like that, so we get to drive through the snow. I get to Hurricane right before we start to do this trail. All of a sudden, my battery light comes on. Start to head up the path to go up to this place. The car dies. Try to get a jumper to see what happened. It's totally dead. So they're guiding me, and I'm driving backwards down this mountain so that we can get to a level place. And we thought it was the battery. So we take the battery out, and my buddy goes and gets a new battery as I'm doing some other things with my engine and stuff like that. And by the time he gets back, so he gets the battery, put it in, nothing. I mean, it turns on, but as I'm driving to town, we said, okay, we got to go back to, was it one of those auto parts? I think it was O'Reilly. Yeah, I think it was at O'Reilly. As I pull into the parking spot, it dies right there. It turns out it's the alternator, and that's me pointing at my engine. And what's fun about our club is that whenever we go off, whenever something happens, like you get stuck, or in Jeep terminology, it's called being turtled, where you're all four wheels and you're just stuck on a big rock, you now have to wear bunny ears until someone else has a mishap, and then they get to wear the bunny ears. So here we are I've got to wear the bunny ears. Again, it's just about having fun. So anyway, there's my truck coming home. One of the guys who I just met 8 days earlier has a beautiful Jeep. Lives in Orange County. He put my Jeep on his flatbed. I got to drive his Jeep, came here, and that's why my Jeep is sitting out in the parking lot out here, because I need to get a new alternator, it turned out. And so I need to get that done. But where sometimes I would have gone, oh, man, my trip is ruined. All this great time that I had is now ruined because my alternator, my engine dies. No, let me tell you what. The adventure just began. The friendships that are created by going out and being active, you never know who you will meet and who will be your next best friend. Yes, people come and go into our lives and out of our lives. Don't worry about it. Live life to its fullest. And people who are aligned with what you're into, they will now be your new best friends, because I can tell you what, I have 8 new brothers and sisters that if they ever needed me, I would be there. So buckle up, Buttercup. The ride's just beginning.
Oh, that was so good. What a great message. So I'd like to invite the offertory people up here, our ushers. So this is the part of our service where you share your good with us, because it's all about reciprocity, and we so appreciate whatever is on your heart to give today, because it allows us to pay our electric bills and this beautiful, amazing music team, and to just keep doing what we're doing. So if you're online at home, there's a place for you to give through our website as well, and we just are very appreciative whatever you can give. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you all to either put your hands on your heart or your love offering on your heart, and just take a moment. We're all about intention and consciousness when we're doing anything in this world, and today I just ask you to put a little prayer, put a little gratitude on your heart as you give your love offering, and bless it, knowing it is going wherever it is needed to create even greater good. So here we go. Let's bless our gifts together. I offer this gift with joy and gratitude. I receive freely and give freely, knowing the law of circulation is working perfectly in my life and the life of this center.
Everything I
Thank you. That was beautiful, you two. I would like to thank Mimi for organizing our ushers today to do this beautiful service. We've got Christine, and I'm sorry, I don't know your name. What is your name? Oh, yeah, Ada, hi. And Dee and Mimi and Nico, who did a beautiful, beautiful prayer, did she not today? Thank you, Laura. And our beloved Bud. Thank you, you guys. So let's bless our offering, knowing that we are releasing it to do great good. So here we go. We bless this collective offering and receive it with gratitude, knowing it is spirit in action. As this currency flows through our center and beyond, it blesses many lives, including my own. Thank you, and thank you, everybody, for your gifts. And money is great, and we do need it to live in this world. But we also thank the energy that you bring of you. Reverend William talked about we're all unique expressions of spirit, and we truly are in this center. And we appreciate you and who you are, and the love and the support you bring to us. So thank you. So I want to do even more gratitude than that. I want to thank Reverend William for knocking out of the ballpark again. That was so extraordinary. Thank you for your message. I loved it. And Barry and Stephanie in the way back, and our amazing music team, who they are so wonderful. Thank you, everybody. Bob, thank you for leading us. I want to thank Elizabeth, who works behind the scenes and makes sure everything is beautiful and wonderful and functioning well. And yeah, you might be having a new dog here today. And speaking of new dogs, I think somebody brought their dog today who's up for adoption. So if you see a little pug and a sweet woman walking it around and you're interested in inquiring, if you're curious about what this dog is all about, because you may want that dog unless Elizabeth's already spoken for it, go check her out. I think she's going to be right in front of the sanctuary around the patio area afterwards. Also, following service, if you would like prayer by one of our amazing practitioners, they are over in the O room. Just head out the sanctuary, make a right. You'll see an open door to a small room. They are there for you if you just need some inspiration or just some energy or some words of wisdom. They are there. They're amazing. They will shift everything, and you'll see goodness opening up for you to experience. I think that is all I need to say. Oh, no, I've got one more thing. Help with the chairs. I just want to remind those of you that feel excited and energized, if you could help us move the chairs for our sound bath on Friday, we would so greatly appreciate it. It really helps when you do that, and we just love you all for that help. So, on that note, it is time to pray. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes if that works for you. If not, you can keep them wide open, because what I know, it works either way. What I know in this beautiful sacred moment of truth, as we come together as one in a way in which we can just stand together in our place of knowing of the power of spirit to bring forward life in its most fullest expression, to turn away from the naysayers and turn away from the old thinking patterns, as Dr. Laura used to say, the stinking thinking, not happening today. I recognize that God is all there is. Spirit, love, light, energy, vibrancy, aliveness, and divine ideas are always accessible because we are it. And as I recognize we are all an expression of all that spirit is, I'm grateful to know that today is the day where we find the adventure in our heart. That which has been calling to us that we've been ignoring. That which is telling us there is so much life to be lived, connections with other people, new ways to be in this world, to express life, to learn, to grow, to expand. That is the nature of who we are. And so I'm grateful to know that as we leave this beautiful sanctuary today, that something woke up inside of us. Something very powerful and wonderful woke up. And we are saying yes to that because that's the call of the Spirit. And so I know as we just allow ourselves to be curious, to say yes, and go out on that skinny branch and try something new that fulfills our heart, I am knowing we are seeing and experiencing a greater life. And so with love in my heart for all the extraordinary inspiration that happened today, and for all of you who are taking that inspiration into your heart and living it to the fullest and sharing it with others, I'm so very grateful to be a part of this evolution of consciousness that is bringing our individual lives and the lives of all who inhabit this beautiful planet to a higher level of being in this world. And so knowing we are ready for the rest of our day, I release my word as law, knowing the law knows exactly how to bring forward all this goodness in the fullest, most joyful way possible. And so I let go and I let it be as we say together, and so it is. Amen. Have a wonderful week, everybody, and thank you for being who you are.
Love is my religion. Love is my religion. searching to find out what this life is worth. Through the books and the Bibles of time, I made up my mind.
I don't condemn, I don't convert. This is a calling, have you heard?
I did hear something a little bit out of that.
Bring all the lovers to the fold, 'cause no one is gonna lose their soul. Love is my religion. Love is my religion. Love is my religion. Hey, you can take it or